What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sundays This Week in the Market. This is episode, I don't know if it's episode 43, but it's week 43 of 2018. The year's almost done, and I'm really excited to be able to literally get to 2019 and start out fresh, week number one and stuff like that. But we'll get there when we get there. But thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for logging in right now. If you can be able to hear my voice right now, go ahead and click on the like button right now and show me some love, but also let me know that you can be able to hear me. And at the same time, what I would definitely suggest, as the video is going on, write your questions. Right when the timer portion pops up. Also, at the end of the video, when the video is done, go ahead and write to me because I need to know if you're learning. And if you are learning, write to me what you have learned in the actual comment box, because I know for sure if you give me an insight of how you're doing, the next video is going to be better. The next video is going to be better. The next video is going to be better. And if you have questions, it's even better because the thing is I can be able to be better for you. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is what Sundays This Week in the Market is a way that you can be able to actually stay in communication with myself, but also be able to actually see and test. Okay, what you're doing, is it the same thing that I'm saying? Am I saying the same thing that you're saying? And what we're doing is we're going to look into the markets, and we're going to be looking at specific pairs that I specifically look at. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick with these pairs for months and months, years and years to come, so we can be able to gain a relationship with these pairs. Now, what are these pairs going to? Which ones are we going to be focused on? So we're going to be looking at the DXY and how that correlates with all of the pairs. Specifically, gold is one thing that I look at all the time. All right. We're also going to be looking at EURUSD. We're going to be looking at AUDUSD, GBPJPY, one of my favorites, along with EU. Also USDJPY and also USDCAD. I wouldn't be surprised next week I'm actually going to throw out UCAD and, if anything, put in GU. Because I actually like GU, but I need to pick 5 specific ones. And being the fact that GU kind of is similar to EU and and GJ, I was kind of like, I don't know, that's probably too much, but I think I'm going to go back to GU at the end of the week. But either way, also we're going to be looking at is Bitcoin as well. Just have some fun. So thank you very much for sticking with me, and let's get this thing started. Let's get it. All right, so we're going to go straight into the DXY right now. I don't really look at the DXY too often throughout the week, but what I do is look at it in the beginning of the week to see, okay, what direction is that going in? And what I mean by direction is probably like on the higher time frame, stuff like that. And as that popped up, listen, guys, like if you don't have TradingView, like the actual account TradingView, I just suggest to go ahead and just get that. There's actually a link at the bottom that you can be able to actually get your first month for free. Now, why is it important to have TradingView and actually have the pro account? Well, the thing is, you need to be able to save your charts, and there's going to be times where there's going to be a pop-up, but that pops up all the time. I promise you, it's going to get annoying. It's going to start erasing the stuff on your charts. And think about it like somebody that's in construction. How can you be able to be in construction and don't have tools? Like you need your tools. So this is a tool. All right. So what we see here is the fact that if anything, DXY did like I guess you can call it like a triple top. I guess you can call it, right? And what we see here is the fact that if anything, price is finding some level of resistance, and it's just not passing this area. It's just not doing it. But it may. This is something that we would definitely have to check out. Let's see how it's forming on the daily real quick, just see how it's moving. And this is just a weird candle all the way up there, but essentially still tested. And what I mean by tested is test the resistance. These candles right here did not break any type of structure or anything like that. as long as this doesn't close on top of this area right here, I'm still call it tested. And there is sort of like a major resistance area as far as like this trend line right here. It was only based upon two candles. I mean, two areas, which is point A and point B. So it's not really that strong. But if anything, we'll have to see this over time. I'm not really going to make any type of any major suggestions when it comes to this. But it is technically on an uptrend when it comes to the H4 time frame. So that's all I have to say about that. So let's go ahead and go to gold. I'm pretty sure my gold analysis is going to be the exact same. So let's go ahead and go to gold. And now, mind you guys, if you are not a part of our Telegram, yeah, TradingView, sorry. TradingView. Thank you very much, Kent. So what I would definitely suggest is I don't know what I'm saying right now. Anyways, so as we can see, gold. Oh, if you're not a part of our Telegram, go ahead and get that information on our Telegram from here. You can be able to actually get into our Telegram right here. And if you're not on a part of our website, go ahead and make an account with our website, because I actually send out emails directly to you through there, and everything on my website is actually very clean, where it's all my videos but all in one location. And at some point in time, my website is actually going to be like the main point, like area where I'm going to be doing everything. So gold right now is actually in a major area. So I called this buy a long time ago, in August 28th of 2018. So I called this about like 2 months ago, and 2 weeks ago it actually popped up, and I got a good amount of pips, and then it started stalling. I know for sure it's going to at least 38.2, right? But it just created like this pennant type thing. I think they call it like a flag, right? And I was just kind of hesitant because I didn't know where it was going. So I literally just got out and I put a buy stop literally on top of these wicks right here. Because if it breaks through, then it breaks through. If it doesn't, then I'm out of that buy. So let's go ahead and use my random line. See, it just goes all the way over there. It's just annoying. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Anyway, so it's creating like this flag type thing, right? And we see higher lows, right? And then we see this area right here. Now, if I was to pull this all the way out here, pull this over here, let's just say, let's go over to probably the 30-minute time frame. See how this is forming. So let's see how this is going. This is an ugly, like, it's not really like my best pennant or trend line, whatever you want to call it, but it's sufficient. All right, so let's see. So what I just pulled out right now is what they call a fib time zone, and you can actually pull it out from over here. It's over here. All right, this right here. Now that right there, what it does is it tells me from this area right here all the way to 1. This shows me anywhere from 2/3 of the way to 3/4 of the way from here to here. So in between this area is usually where price makes some type of action, right? It's either going to push up or it's going to push down. Sometimes it goes all the way through. Sometimes it does before, whatever. But right now, like I said, I have a buy stop literally right on top of here. So if price breaks through here, then I'm going to, my take profit is just in this green box over here. Now, if price pushes down, then, I'd probably put my sell stop literally under this area right here, because this is technically where the last true low is. Being the fact this is like lower time frame, I just wouldn't get into any buys or sells here because you don't know where it's going. And gold, I haven't been trading gold for that long to know how gold moves. So I'm just hesitant when it comes to this. I just know I have my buy stop right here with my take profit literally at this 38.2. So it's really not that far up. It's literally like right here. It's not that far up, but when it comes to gold, like anything that moves on gold, like it's a good amount of pips. as you can see here, this is still like 105 pips, you know, so it's still good, but I just wouldn't suggest to get into anything right here now. And just understanding what's happening in the market and stuff like that, I really want, actually it's up here, pretty interesting. So right above here to, oh yeah, same thing. So I really would like it to go to this weekly area. So I'd probably keep, take out a portion and keep a portion, right? And go to this weekly right here. But I do see gold literally passing its last high. I don't know when, but I see gold passing its last high. And when I say its last high, I literally mean up here, at some point in time. Because in 2008, oh, my phone died. That's crazy. In 2008, the last time that there was a financial crisis, gold went through the roof. It went from $760, $736, or some 700 something dollars to $1,900 within 3 years. So I just see the same thing happening. So that's why I, you know, buy hold when it comes to actual gold. But I do want to be able to get into that trading world when it comes to gold. And technically, when it comes to the monthly, it is an uptrend, and when it comes to the weekly, it's an uptrend. And when it comes to the daily, it's a downtrend. But if anything, we'll see how this goes. All right, so let's go ahead and go to EU. Let's go ahead to EU. So you see, I don't know why this is even popping up right now, but all right. So right now, what we see here is a continuation of downwards push. So popping, bro. Like I'm so happy that, like, you know, like I stuck with my guns and stuck with that sell, because you know there was, you know, there's some people that was like, you know, saying some other stuff, and it's like, all right, you know, well, let's see. And as we can see here, it's continuing that downwards push. So as we can see here, what we'll do is from point A, point B, point C, 50%, and I see this being a continuation of this downwards push. And it broke structure on the lower time frame. Let's look at 30-minute. Yeah, it broke structure right here, clean. It's not even like it, you know, it's a clean break where we see right here. All right. So we have push down, push up, break right here. We have this candle right here, and then we have this candle right here. We have 4 minutes left, and this is important stuff. What I'm telling you right now, I promise you, is fucking gold, right? There's 4 minutes left on this candle, on this 30-minute candle, and it's another bearish candle. So this right here is a clear sign that this area broke structure. What it may do is it may push up. Don't worry about that. You'll be in a negative for a little bit. Just make your stop loss, you know, just above this area right here. This higher wick right here, but I promise you, this thing is going down, right? Let me not say that. It may go down, right? And take profit would be negative 27%. So take profit would be 1.134, right? But just put it a little bit higher. So just remember, on Wednesday, I told you it was going here. All right, I told you. All right, so that's that. We have a crossover between the you know, we have a crossover between this right here. Now here's the thing. This is another thing right here. When it comes to 38.2 or 50%, this is just a weird area. All right. 61.8, you can be very aggressive, but when it comes to 50% of 38.2, you want to wait for a price to break structure, and it has, you know. And also we have this supply and demand zone over here. You know what it is from previous candles wick, breakout candles body into the future. We actually went we went hard on this specific pair when it was actually our course this past weekend. And I told him, listen, this is going to be a downtrend, continuation of the downtrend. And as you can see, it did. This supply and demand zone, it just is holding this from going anywhere. And what we need is just for this supply and demand zone to get broken right here. And I see clean to this negative 27% area right here. And if I was to go a little bit deeper, and this is what we were actually doing in the course together, I didn't even realize this until later on, where when it comes to the weekly time frame, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, when it came to, look at this, bro. Like, I thought this broke structure on the daily chart. Like, you would have think, and I promise you, what I'm saying right now is freaking gold. what I thought was this area right here broke structure in the daily time frame to make more highs in the future. Well, and here, I'm actually going to draw this out. You would see that this broke structure. It went to the upside, right? Well, if you were to go to the weekly time frame, check this out. You'll see the fact that that line that I just drew tested. This line over here tested. Tested means bullish, bearish. No candle closed past this area of support right here. I mean, it's area of resistance. Continuation of the downwards push. Now, the reason why it's been just so weird when it comes to EU is the fact that on the daily time frame, you can see like doji. You could call this doji. And now this month is actually creating an actual bearish candle. Like this has been like weird for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 4.5 months. Now, even 5 months, you can consider this one almost done. You know, so it's just been weird for a long time. And mind you, I called this sell all the way down to this area right here. I definitely called it to this 1.12 area for a while. But it seems like the entire market's been confused. It's like, what are you confused about? Like, it's going there, bro. So just, you know, we might as well just make some calls to Europe, be like, hey, listen, you know, convert your money to dollars. Like, this is going down. But if anything, we'll see, you know. So yeah, this could push up to 61.8. I don't see it doing that. I see it continuing its downwards push to this next 27%. But I guess we'll see as we continue. So we'll go to AU. And from there, so my phone's back. If you have any questions, go ahead and write your questions in here. I can be able to see them now. And from there, what we see here is, and as you can see here, like all this markup was on it was at our course, right? So on the 4-hour time frame. So we see a level consolidation, but what we do see is the fact that we do see a break. And that's what this is right here. We do see a break, kind of because it tested, right? Pushed up, but definitely break right here. This is definitely a break of structure right here when it comes to this 4-hour time frame. I do see a continuation of this downwards push. Let's look at the daily and see how this is moving. So yeah, this is just look here. Let's take off all this mess. And I actually, you know, like I actually did call this the fact that it would push up, push down. I thought it was going to push up a little higher, and it didn't. That's okay. It's going to be this continuation downward push. Let's see how far this moved. I guess I can call it up here. I want to see how both of them move. So 38.2. It did exactly what it needed to do. Tested on the 38.2. You can actually got in on the sell right there. So it did exactly what it needed to do. Even if I put it to here, it'd be even better. All right, yeah, so 38.2. This is a continuation of this downwards push. And mind you, like you can be able to see, like check this out. For weeks, downwards. Now, at some point in time, I'm letting you know this is gonna push up. And it may push up strong. Oh, actually, nah. The same way that this pushed down strong for a while and this pushed down strong for a while, it did push up. The same thing. See how this pushed down for a while and then this is pushing down for a while? It may do the same push, but being the fact that from point A to point B down here, point C, it already made its lower high based upon this weekly time frame. It got to 50%, and that was just a continuation of that downwards push, right? So I see this just continuing this downwards push beautifully with no scare of a upwards push. So let's look at the H4 time frame and see if this is ready. And I think it is. I see a clear break structure right here. It made its retest, and I see the continuation of that downwards push to the downside. It may retest. This is probably not the best time to get into the sell. Probably, you know, it's probably best to wait till you actually have that retest. And when I say retest, like a pullback, right? Let me go ahead and add my EMA. Oh, favorites. All right, let's see how this is moving. So yeah, may pull back to at least this area right here, may even higher, because you know, like AU has like big swings. Like it doesn't do like 38.2s, it does like 61.8s and above. So as you can see, at least 50%. It may go to 61.8. So this is probably not the best time to get into the sell. Because it's already at the bottom, it already broke No, actually it didn't. And as you can see, it's pulling up and exactly what I was saying. So it's tested right now. Testing this level of support right now. We're gonna just take off that 23.6 so you don't get confused. 23.6. Yeah, I should write down that EU because that EU is definitely popping. All right. So yeah, this is pulling back right now. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just gonna be a small pullback based upon this lower time frame push, and then from there it's gonna pull back down. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's just gonna be a minor pullback, literally a minor pullback, probably to this weekly. You see how 38.2 is in confluence with this weekly, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna do this minor pullback right here, and you want it to do that pullback to this area right here, minor pullback, and then from there continuation to the downwards move, right? And so essentially my take profit would actually be this area right here to 770 point, yes, 7070. You say that 7 AU to, so I wouldn't get it now. I'd wait until that actually makes this pullback, because what it's doing right now is just testing this level of support, and I don't see it going any higher than up here. I don't see it getting any higher than up here. I do see it making that just a test, right? Just doing a test. Probably pushing back up to, let's see, not 770. You put now 0.708 as I take profit. I don't know how far it's going to push up, but let's actually put on another indicator real quick. Let's put on volume profile. Oh man, this must. Oh, I changed my card. I gotta figure this out. I gotta put my new card on here. All right. So essentially, you probably go 38.2, probably 50%. Anywhere between here, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised it will push up to probably here and push down, or probably even just do it a little sooner, like where this first arrow was. So anywhere between here, straight to this weekly, and then from there continue right to that 27%. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and GJ. Let's see how this is moving. Yep, continuation of the downwards push. Beautiful. And this is too funny. So like in the course, I was talking about like how sometimes what you want to do is you want it to push down, push up, break itself, and then enter in on that area, right? When you're not sure, you would actually want it to break structure. And this is what it's doing right now. It's pushing down. Right now it's pushing up. You're only going to be able to see it on the lower time frame though. So, and mind you, I drew this all the way back here when there was nothing. Just letting you guys know. So push down, push up, which is doing right now, and then from there break itself. So essentially, if you were to get into another sell, I would wait for it to actually break past this area right here. So break past. If anything, will bring this down a little further down. So you would want it to break past one. So GJ 146.6, right? 146.6, and then from there, take profit is actually going to be very far. So 146.6, take profit is 145.2, negative 27%. So 145.2. So that's a move of 140 pips right there. You enter in right there, right? Or you can do sell stop, and then from there let that run. And I do see it going way further. This is actually something that I caught as I was doing the course with them as well. So as you can see here, you would probably think, here, look, on the H4 time frame, this is where I was like getting kind of caught up, but I didn't dive in deep as much as I should have. So as you can see here, you see, okay, if I was to push this right here, right, you would think, okay, price broke structure over here. Price went, to the upside over here, and you don't know if it's going to keep on going up, right? Because you have, closed candles that actually closed up here on top of here, right? When you go to the daily time frame, what you see is the fact that this is tested, and even better because these candles actually closed down here. So this is just tested, nothing closed on top. So this is a continuation of the downwards move. And let me tell you something, guys. Like, this is gonna be a crazy sell. Hopefully you've been in the sell for a while, because I have, right? So point A, wrong way. Point A here, point B down here, and point C all the way down here, man. And I've been calling this, and you see this green box. I've been calling this area for a long time. And it just did a higher retracement than I thought it would. Way higher retracement than I thought it would. So this is exactly where I see price going. Right to this area over here. And I wouldn't be surprised, like, if in the past, this area, like, was something. This area over here, right? And essentially, this is actually where I see another take profit over here and another take profit over here. But this is going to take years. Not years, but it's going to take like a year to get down here. But you can be able to actually make money in between, obviously. Right? But I do see price continuing to the downside all the way through. All right, so that's GJ. But just for a small move, I do see, listen, if price breaks past, let's go to the 15-minute, and you see how I dive all the way into this area right here. So you see how it keeps on pulling up? Don't worry about that. It's going to break itself, right? And then from there, I do see if price gets to 146.6, I do see price going all the way to 145.2. All right, so that's that. And then from there, let's go ahead and go to UJ. So yeah, so it could be on that continuation that I was calling from a while ago, as far as like the continuation to the upside. Okay. The heck, bro? Man, I lost my old card, and literally I'm getting so many emails saying like X just shut off, and I'm like, oh man, I had like my card attached to so many things, and I just forget what was attached to anything. All right, so what do we see? We see the fact that it's making higher highs and higher lows, and this is like so obvious right here, like tested, like it held that level of support, easy, held that level of support, continuation, and all we want to do is wait for, not wait. We just want price to pass this area right here, and I believe that it's going to push up, retest that area, and then shoot to the upside. And I've been calling this buy for a while now, and if you've been in this buy, you should be up, a good amount of pips. Call this buy back here. So should be up 50 pips. Nothing crazy. At the most 70 pips, but you know, like 50 pips, I promise you a day can be able to keep the JOB away. All right. So that's UJ. I mean, UJ. Yeah. Again, I do see it continuing to the upside. Where did I get the information from? Even though it's been stopping at that level of resistance for a while, but you know, it's probably where it's trying to go. So price got to 70.7, which is not really a price reversal zone and not really area that I look at too often at all, honestly. But it is like a number that I've seen used before, so I just put it on my fibs from time to time. Anyway, so I do see price getting to at least this area right here. I had it at that weekly, but being the fact that price pushed down a little further, this is where I have it at right here. As you can see, if anything, I'll just move this. Ooh. So, when it comes to that buy, this is probably not the best time to get into that buy. I'd wait for it to retest to the downside first, and then if anything, get in that, or just do an intraday type trade, and yeah. But this, I mean, it's still good. You know, it only has moved about 50 pips. No, probably about like 100 pips. There's still a couple hundred left to go. Let's see. Which confirmation, brother? 300 pips right here. Yeah, still. Mm. And take profit is 115.6. All right. That's UJ, and then we have UCAD. Even though, like, I'm not even gonna be going over this no more. Honestly, like, it's just a weird trade compare, bro. Yeah, I don't even want to do this one. Yeah, brother. So I'm about to rename this thing GBPUSD. I'm out of this. I'm sorry. It's just a weird pair. I just don't want to deal with it no more. 10, 21, 18. You're gonna see how I literally start something from scratch. FXCM monthly. Boom. Let's go ahead and do this. If you want information on what I'm doing right now, it's literally all in the course. So what I'm looking for is my foundation, and looking kind of crazy, but I guess this is as close as I can do to make it. All right, cool. So this is my foundation right here, and this is literally how I start out a pair from nothing and make it into something. And again, if you want more information on this specifically, there's actually a video that I have that I promise you is worth thousands of dollars that I have on here, and it's literally in this section right here. I promise you, you watch this one, it's gonna change the game for you. So go to the sneak peek to the indicator course, and this video right here where it says monthly and weekly key levels. So I actually still have this up. Monthly and weekly key levels. It's in this section right here, sneak peek to the indicator course, and I promise you, like this video where I really break down how this works, I promise you it can change the game for you. Just this video alone. All right. Boom. So what I'm doing right now is I found a range, and what I'm doing is literally go ahead and uh, make what we call zones in between it, and it'll actually literally make essentially my chart for me, man. Like this is just like a beautiful idea right here. Like it's really changed the game for me. So that, let me go ahead and lock this. Make sure you lock these monthly key levels and stuff like that, because I promise you, like, you don't want to move those. All right, minus 0. Boom, boom. And from there, and I may change my key levels because, like, I'm just doing this really fast, just so I can be able to have something to show you guys of truth. 502, copy. Boom. It's a weekly plus 1.31595, and I know you're probably like, what the hell is this man doing? But let's go ahead and watch this video right here. It could be able to help you out, and just know, like, this is like a major thing that I'm like showing you guys right now, I promise. All right, cool. So that's that. That's all I need to do for now. Candles. Let's go back down. So what we see here, and I already remember, like, I remember how like GU is. We have point A, point B, point C over here. So this is a lower high. Point A, point B, point C right here, which is the lower high, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and check that out. Boom. Boom. Yeah, definitely lower high, 38.2. That's it. Let's go over to this weekly. And this is what I was saying, like back in July, where I was telling you guys, like, this needs to make a lower high, and as you can see, what do you see? The fact that, it pushed up high, like I told you guys it was going to do that. I did it. Now, what's crazy is it still has more time. It still has more space to go up. And that's just where, like, things get kind of confusing. So as you can see on the daily, we see tested right here. As far as this daily, which is probably going to be annoying. See, this area right here is making that. So let's go ahead to the H4 time frame. It's looking kind of choppy, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. This is, let's see how I did the last time. Yeah, I'll probably push down, and then from there push up the same way that this right here pushed down fast, pushed up, pushed down, and then pushed up. Let's see where it pushed to. Boom. Boom. So it did it to 50%, wick to 61, and then even 70. All right. So let's go ahead and check this out. Where is this at right now? I wouldn't do anything when it comes to this pair right now. I would wait for price to get to 38.2, probably into 61.8. Then from 61.8, I would see this push to the downside, maybe. And I say maybe because I just know on the daily time frame, it's in a weird state. All right, so let's go ahead and see if there's any intraday type moves. Now, I wouldn't get into any intraday type moves because, like, it's in a pullback essentially, and essentially it probably can push to this area right here, but I wouldn't like suggest you guys do that right here. This is only like a 40 pip move, and I wouldn't risk a 40 pip move for, you know, on a pullback. You know what I mean? So I do see this pulling up a little higher, at least to this 1.31 area, right? But then essentially probably even get on all the way up here, but then essentially pushing down to this area right here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Let's look at the daily. What is it doing on the daily? It's making higher highs and higher lows. So essentially, it doesn't really have to push down. Let's go ahead and check this out right here. Let's look at this. Boom, boom. This got to 50%. It's weird over here. Check this out here. Boom, boom. 70.70. This is getting pretty interesting. The only thing is this makes just a lower high technically. And from here to here. Oh, it's at the same 70 area to the T, just like how this one was. Check this out. See how this is at 70.70 right here to the T? Check this out. From here to here. Same thing. So stuff like this could be able to help you out. All right. So how did it move from before? Bullish. Yeah, bullish push. So yeah, I do see it pushing up. I don't know about it pushing back down, being the fact that I know for sure like it still has to create more highs. So I don't see it pushing down actually. I do see it pushing up. Just on the H4 is kind of weird. Boom, boom. Like this is the actual move. Boom. And if anything, all right, so let's check this out right here. And if anything, this is actually probably the perfect time to buy. That's the right analysis at least. And that buy pushing to 133 point, I'd say 0. Flat. And that's like a 200 pip move as well. Okay. I really want to go in on this one. Oh, check this out. Negative 27% is exactly where 38.2 is, which is where price needs to go no matter what either way. And this is exactly the move that it's doing. So now this is actually giving me a very good bias. I'm not saying right now is the best time, honestly, but it could be the best time at the same time, which is pretty interesting. All right. So it's making higher highs and higher lows. You know, I'd love it to pass this resistance area right here. Or I'd like it to push up, push down, break, and then keep on going. Which which it technically did probably on the 30-minute time frame already. But I'd like it to probably pull down a little further and then break. But essentially, if price passes this area right here, I feel good about it continuing its upwards push because it already pulled back as much as it was supposed to, and as much as it needed to on the H4 time frame to that 70.70, right? And I see it continuing its upwards push. So I'm actually pretty excited about this GU right here. It's interesting, but we have to see. Definitely have to see. I don't know. We'll see about that one. I'm not that confident about this one at all. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin, then we'll be out. Any questions before I head off of this? Oh, look at that big push. And this shit's just weird, bro. Go to page 2. Honestly, when it comes to this fibs, I have no idea where to put it because it pushed up so high, and I'm supposed to do it from wick to wick, and this is just a stupid wick. You know, like I don't know. So I put it to here. Let's put it to this one. I have no idea where it's supposed to go. So when it comes to Bitcoin, I just see it pushing up. And what's funny is I think it was back here. I forgot exactly what. No, I called right here where I was like, it's either going to push up or it's going to push down. Right at the pennant, and it did, right, literally at the pennant, and then it started pushing down. It's making higher highs and higher lows on the lower time frame, and I think it's making its last big push down, and I see it continuing to the upside, being the fact that there's a level of support right here, and I don't see it going any further down, at least for now. All right, guys. So let me know if this helped you out. Not specifically in this comment section because it's like the live one and doesn't show up on the comment thing, so you can be able to get one of your tickets. But once I finish this video, what I want you to do is write down any of the comments that you had, any of the questions that you had, or something that you've learned, or something that you've gained from, or just testimony, something like that. What I'm going to do is I am going to lay down. That's what I'm going to do. My back feels crazy, and I've been talking a lot for these last couple of days. Of course, it was like literally of actual content. It's more than 20 hours of content that they received, and we've been having a lot of fun. So again, I really appreciate your time. We've been having a lot of fun, you know, on these chart breakdowns. If anything, share these with your friends, teammates, family members, people that, you know, in the world of Forex trading. And also, if anything, you know, people that are really looking to learn this stuff and are not ready to get started financially paying to learn as of yet. What I do is I give them my YouTube and I give them where the session number 1 is, and well, intro to Forex, and I'm actually going to make intro to Forex way more in depth than what it is right now. Way more in depth, I promise you. So you can be able to give them that, and then from there go to session number 1. So let me give you guys my schedule. I've kind of switched up my schedule a little bit. So the way that's going to work is Sundays, this week in the markets, 9 p.m. Tuesdays, session number 1 at 9 p.m., session number 2 at 10 p.m. Wednesdays, recap, or Wednesdays this week in the markets. I may change it like that. Wednesdays this week in the markets at 9 p.m., right? Session number 3. And then from there, Thursday is only going to be session number 2 at 10 p.m. Once I see that there's enough traffic and we get back to like 80 people watching our videos again, probably even more, then I'll go back to having it where I'll have another session number 1 on Thursday. All right. But that's our talk. Just remember, go ahead and write your comments so that you can be able to get a ticket, so you can be able to win that one-on-one. Again, I'm going to be picking 5 people on November 3rd on a Saturday. So not this week, but next week, I'm going to be picking those winners, and we're going from there. All right, guys. So again, I greatly appreciate your time on here. Super excited for the next you know, for the next chart breakdown, so that we can be able to see how we did. So from here, what I'm doing is selling on EU going to negative 27%, selling on AU going to 0.708, selling on GJ from 146.6 to 145.2, buying UJ to 115.6, and then from there, I have to figure it out. I have to look back, and then from there, buying GU at to 1.33 flat. All right, guys. So that's what I'm doing, and yeah. So again, really appreciate your time, and God bless you guys.